Honda has just launched the 5th generation of the Pop, and it comes with electric start, a completely new, more powerful engine and other changes. If you're new here, I'm Amanda Pagliari, and this is the most charming motorcycle channel in Brazil, so go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos. This is the most charming channel and also brings you the best new releases, so I'm counting on your subscription. The Pop was launched in 2007 with a 100cc engine designed to be a robust, affordable, and economical motorcycle, mainly aimed at people who weren't motorcyclists. Honda said that this audience used bicycles. That's why the handlebars even resemble a bicycle's. The model changed in 2009 with the introduction of the 2nd generation. Got changes in its appearance, exhaust, and gear pedal. In 2015, it changed from 100 to 110 and got an engine with electronic fuel injection, new design, lighting system, and a new dashboard. In 2019, the last change happened and it started to feature combi brake brakes. And now the 5th generation of the Pop has arrived. Why did Honda change the Pop? Well, mainly because of Promote 5, which will take effect now in 2025, so everyone needs to adapt. But Honda went further. Besides changing the pollution issue and everything else, they made significant changes here on the Pop. The look of the Pop has changed. Okay, it was subtle, but I thought this sticker on the side looks really cool, and this electric start stands for electric start. That's right, another change is that now you no longer have the pedal to start the bike. Now it's here on the button, much more practical. The gears are still 4, okay? But now the gear system has changed, right? It now has a semi-automatic rotary gearbox, just like the one on the Bis. With that, we no longer have the clutch lever here. And the cool thing is that with the Bis system, when you get to 4th gear, if you press again, you go back to 1st. So that's really interesting. The main change is in the engine, which is now completely new. Not a single screw was reused. This engine is based on an engine that was already used in Asia, but it was adapted by Brazilian engineers for our country. It's a single-cylinder engine with air cooling, with 109.5 cubic centimeters that generate 8.43 horsepower and 0.95 kgfm of torque. Due to this new engine, the fairings had to be sized and resized to fit the whole motorcycle harmoniously and safely. But the changes were subtle, as you can see on the screen. Overall, the weight hasn't changed. It still has 87 kg of dry weight, guys. This bike is really light. The seat too, right? This texture, this seat here is very beautiful. It looks like honeycombs with this non-slip texture, very comfortable foam. It was already in the previous version. The seat itself hasn't changed, but the height is just a little bit 4 millimeters lower. So now it has 74.5 centimeters from the seat to the ground. At 17 inches tall, the bike fits me perfectly. The tires have changed. Now it comes with Michelin Pilot Street 2. And a 17-inch rim in the front, 14 in the rear, spoked wheels that use inner tubes. Another change was here in the exhaust and the design, and also regarding pollutant emissions. And another subtle change was in the suspension, actually in the mounting of the front suspension, but the suspension itself hasn't changed. And in the rear, 2 springs with 83 millimeters of travel. Regarding the brakes, it comes with drum brakes on both wheels with 110 millimeters, with the combi brake system, a combined system. When you use only the rear brake, it also transfers braking power to the front, providing more safety and complying with the law, as I mentioned. The lighting system remains the same. We don't have LED on the Pop, it's a conventional bulb, and the dashboard here is still the same as the previous generation, and it hasn't gotten any kind of outlet. The fuel tank hasn't changed. It still has a capacity of 4.2 liters of gasoline. It's not flex fuel. Well, those were the changes. Now let's ride this Pop 110 and see how it performs. engine got more powerful, but just a little bit, right? New engine, I think it's like this here. I think it's strong, a little bit more torquey, but actually, can I say something? I am really going to feel the difference on the road, riding it at high speed. Look, I think the Pop has evolved, okay guys? And I was happy because Honda even managed to increase the engine power despite the emission laws, so the consumer wasn't harmed. And the price, guys, I thought the price was really good. I'll tell you the price in a minute, but look, these changes weren't cheap when it comes to the exchange rate. Come on, the model sold over 1 million bikes. So think about it. Any change Honda makes, even just a sticker, you have to multiply that by 1 million, right? So it ends up getting expensive even though its purpose is to be more affordable, right? Cheaper? Any extra amount ends up impacting people's wallets. I also thought it was good that the engine didn't suffer. Usually, when it comes to pollutants, emissions, and controls, motorcycles lose power. We see this happen with high displacement bikes. And in the case of the Pop, it actually gained horsepower, which I thought was really good. Look, I like the engine. It feels a bit stronger, actually a little more torquey. But like I told you, I'll only really be able to feel that out on the road, riding at high speeds. On this route, the bike seems just as agile, just as good. Anyway, just a reminder that besides the changes from Promote, Honda decided to give the Pop an upgrade. It's still agile, more powerful, and still fuel efficient. And it's affordable. Of course, guys, this is just a first impressions video. Soon I'll do a complete review of the new Pop 110 ISS with electric start, and that's it. Honda is now starting the update season for Pro Mode. So don't leave the Motoplay channel. Make sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date with all the news. And who is the Pop 110i from Honda for? According to the manufacturer and their data, they have an audience that never had access to a motorcycle before, coming from bicycles or walking, and they end up getting in touch with the Pop 110i as well as other motorcyclists and other brands too. And it's a phenomenon we've experienced after the pandemic, which was the boom of app delivery riders and everything else. So really, this motorcycle, because it's very economical and has a low maintenance, ended up being attractive for people who do deliveries, work with apps, to use as a work tool as well as for transportation. It's a very economical motorcycle. I think we need to emphasize that. It's for people who are really looking for savings, not just in the purchase price, but also in maintenance and fuel consumption. Honda did a study, as you can see on the screen, and showed it there. The cost per kilometer traveled. Tires and brake pads are excluded from this calculation as they vary significantly based on individual driving habits and styles. And look, based on this study, in 36,000 kilometers or in 3 years, there will be a cost of 20 cents per kilometer traveled. And Honda also did a study comparing it to public transportation. And according to their research, it's actually cheaper to have a Pop 110 than to take the bus. Especially because on the Pop you can carry 2 people. So the cost ends up being even better in favor of the Pop 110. Well, I think it's a democratic motorcycle. Since a lot of app drivers use it, we see it more in São Paulo now, but we used to see it more in the north and northeast, people riding the Pop. But now it's becoming more popular all over the country. And just like other Honda models, it comes with a 3-year warranty and 7 free oil changes. You're wondering about the price, right? I mentioned that the price would be a positive aspect. I actually thought the price change was good compared to all the other changes that happened. The previous one, the model currently being sold, costs 9,570 reais. Now this new model here, it costs, look, 9,690 rays, and it's available in 3 colors. By the way, go ahead and write down in the comments below what your favorite pop color is. I think people really like the black one, and there's also the red one, which is Honda, right? But I think this white one here is so cute. The white one is my favorite. Well, could the pop be cheaper in general? It could, I agree with you, but this price change from the 4th to the 5th generation, I actually think it's small, considering the changes Honda made here, and they weren't cheap. But now I want to know your opinion. What's your take on the new Pop 110? Be sure to hit that like button, share with friends. Note, this is a first impressions video, full review to come. This is the Motoplay standard, with the positives and negatives, so don't leave the channel. Subscribe so you don't miss out. No video here, and look, 2024 promises a lot. Launch, look, your Honda will practically have to be renewed. Almost your entire fleet, and you find out firsthand here on the Motoplay channel. Don't waste time, hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss any videos. See you next time, another kiss.